I firmly believe in the saying, the grass is always greener. Essentially, to me, it means that when we are always looking for the next better thing, we don't fully appreciate what we have in front of us. Growing up in Ojai, I have always been ready to move on and see bigger things. I've been eager to move to a different state or city. I've never fully appreciated the city before me. Ojai, compared to many other cities, holds the small town feeling people can rarely find and shows the importance of community.
I think that it's a much more close-knit community. I think that people know each other way more. There's names that everyone will know, whether you're a student or a parent or someone that just has lived in the area. You probably have heard of some people, and I think that's something that you don't really get in bigger cities.
Ojai's a very tight-knit community. You can walk around anywhere and you'll always see someone you know, which is really cool about the town.
Yeah, I think it's different because when you grow up in Ojai, you're growing up in a really small community and everyone's really tight-knit and everybody knows everything about each other pretty much, whereas if you grow up in LA, it's very much not the same. And I think growing up in Ojai has made me want to venture out and go to bigger places because I already know what the small town life is like. Whereas I feel like if you grow up in a big city, it's not the same.
As said, Ojai is a tight-knit community. Through thick and thin, our little town stands mighty. Especially in recent years, many of us Ojaians have come to appreciate our town.
My favorite part of Ojai is like the size of Ojai. Like I like how everything's really small and like you can go wherever you want like super quickly.
I really like the architecture. I really like the buildings.
Probably the nature and the people that I met here at specifically my tennis academy, like the coaches and some of the people, and yeah, just like the beautiful nature in the valley.
I really like Ojai because it's a really beautiful town. There's lots of nature, there's the beautiful mountains.
We live in a very unique place that holds fond memories that many of us will remember for the rest of our lives.
My favorite memory I have in Ojai was last year's July 4th parade. Exploring the city with my friends and trying to find stuff to do.
One of my favorite memories is when I did a women's march through Ojai downtown. It felt really impactful and it was nice to feel like you're making a difference in such a small little community, and feeling the support behind that was incredible.
My favorite memory in the community is my senior year playoff run of basketball with all my friends. Very fun.
Whenever I think of my fondest moments living here, I picture the landscapes, the roaming hills, and mountains, and how I got to experience a life separate from a screen. I've gotten to experience things and places so simple, yet so beautiful.
My favorite place in Ojai would probably be either the inn or the lookout point, just because I think they're both very beautiful and fun to be at.
Don Lalos.
I'd say Libby Park's really fun. I used to go there a lot as a kid.
These places allow us to explore and venture out to find our hobbies and passions. We find ways to relax and how to cheer up ourselves after a long day.
My favorite thing to do in Ojai growing up was I had next door neighbors who I was really close with, so we'd always skateboard and bike around the town, and it was really fun.
I like going to the river bottom and getting burritos and just tanning in the sun and listening to music. And I also like waking up at sunrise and going and watching the sunrise at like a lookout spot. And I also like watching the pink moment. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
My favorite thing to do in Ojai growing up was playing sports with all the kids around me, like in Ojai.
We each get to see Ojai in our own perspectives. We learn to appreciate the beauty of our outskirts and the closeness of our community, which shows us how Ojai has truly affected us and shaped each of us into the people we are today.
I think it's affected me in a positive way because since it's such a small community, you learn to become very mindful with the things you say or like just the people around you, since everything gets around, and I think it taught me to be very mindful of like my actions and what I say towards others, which is something that I think will be good for the rest of my life.
Growing up in Ojai has affected me in a way where like I really appreciate like being in a small town where everyone knows each other. It's a really nice place, and like I really appreciate living here.
I'm really thankful for growing up in Ojai. I think it's a great family town. As you get older, it gets a little bit boring since you just want to go out and see the world, but I think for being a child and growing up here, there was so much to do, and it was a great place to meet people and meet friends, and yeah, I like Ojai.
Ojai, in all honesty, isn't the best place in the world. It has its good and bads, its ups and downs, but in the end, each good and bad experience shapes us into the people we are and who we desire to be. I truly think Ojai has been a step into shaping the person that I am. It has allowed me to grow up with the happiest childhood, the schools have taught me the necessities I'll need in life, and working in our town has shown me the hustle and bustle of Ojai. How so many people from all over the place come to our town, who venture far and wide to stay in the place I've been lucky enough to call home my entire life.
Dude, I'm so stoked. It's the first day of summer already. I'm so excited.
Dude, I know. It's gonna be crazy lit summer. Like, I'm so hyped.
I'm so hyped.
So, what are we gonna do today?
I don't know. I thought you knew what we were gonna do today.
I don't know.
So, if you don't know what we're gonna do today, and I don't know what we're gonna do today, then I think we should just bike around until we find out what we're gonna do today.
That sounds good. Let's do that today.
Bro, $100? We could actually do something today. I have 70. Do you have 30?
I have about probably $28, $30.
Okay. Bro, we have to buy this. Hello. We saw you were selling a minivan for $100. Let's ride. I can't believe it, dude. You load up the bikes. Dude, this is so exciting. I'm literally so happy I finally got my first car.
Do you even know how to drive?
No, I don't.
Well, it's time for a lesson. All right, put it in reverse. It's the R.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
So you just hit the curb, slowly let go on the gas and get out of it.
Oh, okay.
All right, dude. Or you might want to slow it down a little bit.
What? Okay, we can literally, like, I'm so excited about this, bro. So might be a little mad. Our football coach would do it, and possibly Sam's dad. Hey, bro, I think we need some gas. Let's pull in here. Dude, what should I be doing? How do I get fuel?
Just unscrew the fuel cap and put in the cheapest option.
Dude, you put diesel in it? What? You put diesel? What do you mean I put diesel?
This is for trucks.
It won't work in here?
No.
It's a big car.
We're gonna have to walk.
Oh. Hey, dude.
Yeah?
Where are the bikes?
Dude, I think we left him in the van.
What? I think the car's gone, dude. We better start walking. Dude, why don't we go to the pool today?
Dude, the pool's boring.
We're just gonna keep walking around anyways, so we might as well.
I guess you're right.
When I'm out walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like I glister in the sun. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the one. Body and beats, I stain my sheets, I don't even know why.
Bro, I told you it was a bad idea to come here. I'm so bored.
I'm sorry, dude. I thought it would be more fun than this. Wait, what's that? You gotta help him. Come on.
You're not doing that right.
You're a lifeguard. You need to help us. Dude, you have to do CPR.
I don't want to do CPR, dude.
Dude, you did junior guards.
That was like 5 years ago.
Well, one of us has to do it.
He's a dude. I don't want to do that.
One of us has to.
Okay, fine.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Let me kiss you.
No. Dude, that dude that we saved tried to kiss me.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, I guess it is.
We should get out of here.
I think you're right.
Dude, I wish we could have done something today.
I know, I guess we still have the rest of summer though.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, I better start walking home.
Alright, well, I'll see you, dude.
See you later.
Go to sound and go to power. Warrigal.
Here's a place of wager. Tomorrow night on Fox's Celebrity Boxing, I've got Carol Channing beating Mike Tyson in 3 rounds.
Carol Channing. You've got Carol Channing, the actress, beating Mike Tyson, the boxer. Hell, give me $50 on Tyson.
Hey, it's me. Knock, knock. So, you got my money?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'll pay you a bill.
I've got a good woman at home who thinks I do no wrong, but sometimes, Lord, she just ain't always around, and you know that's when I fall. I can't help myself at all, and I get
So, you got off work early, huh?
You know, I'm just a good worker.
Well, I'm a good husband and bought you a flower.
Well, that's so sweet. How much did it cost?
Oh, it was very expensive.
Well, there's a caterpillar in this.
Well, that must have been why it's so expensive.
Wake up.
Won't be thinking of you, girl. I'll never try to call you one more time, or try to find a way to change your mind.
Damn it. Hey man, I think I'm gonna be late again. My car just died. Do you think you can maybe actually come over and jumpstart it? Yeah, I'm over by the farm on the north side. Can you? Hello? Hello? Gabe? Oh, hell no. Gabe! Gabe, get out of here! Gabe, go!
Gabe, go! Go! Get out of here, man! Dude, where the hell you been? You were supposed to be home like an hour and a half ago.
Gabe! Gabe, go!
What the hell? Nah, I didn't sign up for this. No! Gabe!
Okay.
November 6, 1885. Each of us have two sides, good and evil. It's been part of our history for decades. But if I can control and our darker sides, then I can achieve world peace. And I can do it. My name is Dr. Henry Jekyll. And I will change the world. Oh, God. What time is it? Oh, shoot. The engagement party. Where the hell is my coat?
Oh, isn't my old pal Henry?
Hello. Good evening, Gabriel.
Good evening, friend. How are you? How rude am I? You remember my wife, don't you, Mr. Jekyll?
Hello, Mr. Jekyll.
It's Doctor, but okay.
What you got in the briefcase there, Mr. Jekyll?
It's my project.
Let me guess, you found a way to contact God now, have you? Don't be so sensitive, Henry. It's only a joke. And besides, you're a doctor, not a savior. By the way, man, you're missing a button. I want to get that checked out.
Henry, my boy! Did you like the cane I sent you?
Yes, but I need you to prove something.
Oh, another one of your projects, huh?
And I believe I can change the world.
You said that last time when you tried to bring the dead back to life.
That wasn't me, but please, just hear me out.
So, what did you want to show me?
This.
What is this, wine?
No, it's a formula. Each of us have two sides, good and evil. So I thought that maybe if I could eliminate the evil and just keep the good in our bodies, then maybe we can stop wars and murders and robberies, you name it. I could save lives.
And you're sure this will work? Like, have you even tested this?
I've used animals. They haven't been hostile. See, look, they haven't tried biting me or like anything like that or peeing, you know. Anyway, I need a human subject. Oh, please, anybody who's willing, we can save lives.
Henry, I've stood by you for years. Like, I've wanted you and Gabriel to succeed no matter what. Just so much can go wrong.
But I can do it. It's because I'm not Gabriel, isn't it?
No, Henry, even if you were Gabriel, no doctor could achieve that. Henry, I'm so sorry, I can't help you.
January 5th, 1886. Sir Danvers has declined my project, but this won't stop me. I will finish this alone, and I'll do the experiment on myself. I've always felt that there was more to me, a darker side of me. I'll show them. I'm about to drink Formula HJ7. Ew, it tastes like a ginger, actually. There's no changes yet. Although my throat is really dry. I'm a little lightheaded. I'm kind of dizzy, actually. A little dizzy. And my feet, they're like burning. Oh, God. No, I can't die here. No. Oh, God, what is this?
Time to get some shut-eye. Who's there?
Sorry to startle you, old man.
Who the hell are you?
Calm down, old man. I don't bite. Hyde. Edward Hyde.
How did you get in here, Hyde?
Oh, come on, Danvers. How do you not remember me?
How did you get that?
Oh, this. I got it from a friend of mine. It's a nice cane.
No, you stole that! I gave it to Henry!
Henry? Oh, no, Henry's a friend of mine. He said he didn't really like the cane that much. I don't know, I kind of find it quite beautiful, actually.
Oh, I didn't know.
No, Henry, you stay there!
What did I do? Oh, God damn it all! I gotta get out of here. Okay. Just think, Jekyll. Think, for the love of God. Just think for once. Okay. Victor, he has a boat. I could take it. I could leave. I could run away from all of this. Damn it.
Come on, Victor. Where the hell did you put the boat?
My dear Gabriel, I'm so sorry. I killed Sir Danvers. My project failed. I must go now. Goodbye, Henry.
Alright, you good? You good? It's the last round. This got you beat right now by 2 rounds. It shows here. I need you to make something happen right now. For all of your training, all the work that you put in is gonna go to waste. Are you gonna let that happen?
No, coach.
You gotta think of the hill. Think of the bag. Think of all the training that you put in. Are you really gonna let that go to waste right now?
No, coach.
No, you're not. You got this. All your friends and family are here. The one you care about, everyone's here supporting you. Look, focus up. You can do this. I believe in you. I know you got this. You know you got this. You gotta go get it.
I will.
You gotta knock him out this round.
Yes, coach.
It all shows right now. You gotta think of the hill. Think of the bag. Think of all the training and hard work you put in. Are you really gonna let that all just fall for nothing?
No, coach.
Right now. No, you're not.
No, coach.
Now go get it.
Yes,
Go
coach.
get him.
Yes, coach.
Get that knockout.
Yes, coach.
You got this.
Yes, coach.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Fight!
My friend's got a girlfriend and he hates that bitch. He tells me every day. He says, man, I really gotta lose my chick in the worst kind of way. She sits on her ass, he works his hands to the bone to give her money every payday. But she wants more dinero just to stay at home.
Yeah, Fortnite. Yeah, all night.
Yo, who's this kid on the court?
Yeah, I'll go handle it. Yo, what are you doing on the court?
Let me shit it out there. Let's do that ball.
Get y'all mushed, smushed. Yeah.
Thought I told you to leave.
Bro, these courts are open for everyone.
Not for you, bro.
Alright, let's 1v1 for the court then. Let's do it.
Chicken wing.
21, can you do something for me?
21.
Can you hit a little rich flex for me?
21.
Then 21, can you do something for me?
21.
Drop some bars to my ex for me. Then 21,
21.
can you do something for me? Can you talk to the ops next for me? 21,
Get step in this my court now.
do your thing. Do your thing, 21. do
Yellow
your
diamonds
thing.
in the watch. This costs a lot. Never send a or die. That's how you get shot. I DM in vanish mode. I do that a lot.
My name's Dave Pressey, and I've been asked to do an interview regarding my experience in fighting in North Korea. I was barely 17 years old when I joined the military. It was the National Guard of the California 40th Division. I didn't join with my parents' permission. I just had one parent that raised 4 kids, my father. I went down to the National Guard Armory and I joined one day before I turned 17. Little did I realize that the Korean War was about to begin and I would be involved. I had just finished the 11th grade and was going to be in the 12th grade in the fall when they called our division to active military duty in the United States Army. It was an experience that was unlike what you see in the movies or anything else. But I'd like to focus right now on one thing that very few people even think about. When I was 18, I was a machine gun sergeant in North Korea. I was really just a kid like you kids here in high school today. And we were on the northernmost point of the front line in Korea. The Chinese were to the left of us, they were to the right of us, and they were right in front of us. One thing the Army did that we couldn't figure out was we had to switch weapons with the unit we replaced. Our weapons were serviceable. Their weapons had been destroyed, worn out, blown up. And as a machine gun sergeant, I saw the weapons we were going to receive, and they had been destroyed by artillery and mortar fire. We had very few crew-served weapons. I'm talking about machine guns, rocket launchers, and so forth. And at that point, the Chinese figured out we were a new green unit in combat, and they launched a battalion-sized attack against our point. We could see the Chinese running at us, and we didn't have anything except rifle bullets, pistol bullets, and of course the bayonet, which we were trained to use. But we knew we were going to be overrun. Well, we weren't overrun because Marine aircraft from the carrier fleet came in and dropped napalm on all these people. Napalm is jelly gasoline. And right before our eyes, before they got into our trenches, these napalm bombs destroyed this Chinese communist battalion. After that, the Chinese used a new tactic to attack us, and the new tactic was to infiltrate in the night, find sleeping GIs, and slit their throat. We had heard many stories about GIs who never woke up because of that tactic. So at night, it was imperative that we stay awake. And the way we stayed awake, you won't believe it, was through our C rations. Our C rations that we used had packets of soluble coffee. Now, you might say, what has coffee got to do with going to war? Well, we would be so tired in the night, we would fall asleep in the trenches and in the bunkers and in the machine gun pits. And so we would collect these little packets of soluble coffee. Tastes awful. I didn't like it, but it did one thing. It stimulated us to stay awake. And so all night long, as we became sleepy, we would taste this soluble coffee. And by doing that, we didn't fall asleep. Now, my history with coffee goes back a little further. When I was growing up as a kid, my father drank coffee. We couldn't see why he drank coffee because it really is not a very good tasting brew. But in the Army, they had some crazy ideas. They aren't always the smartest people, but the crazy idea was to train us how we could go for combat all day long with nothing but half a canteen of water. It was to train us to ration our water. Well, in training, it gets pretty bad, and you get very thirsty out there in the field, in the hot sun, in the summer sun. And so what we did is we watched our canteen to make sure that none of the other soldiers would steal our water. But at night, we didn't get more water. What we got were the mess trucks, the food trucks that came up and they brought coffee. And we were so thirsty, even though I hated coffee, I started drinking coffee because that was wet and I needed something wet. But later on, as the training and eventual combat turned out, we learned that coffee was a stimulant and it could keep us awake. And as a result, in our unit, I know of no unit while I was there that was infiltrated and destroyed by the Chinese activity. So this is my story. Coffee goes to war. And really, I'm probably here because I never fell asleep while on guard duty in the trenches, the bunkers, and the other fortifications that we built while in combat in North Korea.
This is my last day at North Ojai. Ranger pride. That's what I used to live by.
Rumors of Ironwood High are currently being debunked. Now, to the principal of Ironwood High, Ireland McCormick.
Not at all. The students at Ironwood High are well taken care of. At our school, the kids engage in a variety of sports, music, and most importantly, academic progression. Of and all the rumors about brainwashing and indoctrination, we actually have a safe therapy room where kids who are in need of some emotional assistance are taken care of.
Hey, let's go! Wonder what's in for me at Ironwood High.
Let's go.
Almost got it, guys. 3 shots.
Hey! Hey, you! Fresh meat! What you doing here?
A nice cake, can I have a piece?
Back up! Back up! I said back up!
Shut up, pig!
Back up!
That's a big idea.
Hypnotized constantly. And I could write the word hypnotized there, but are being you're just being hypnotized. You're never gonna get out. You're gonna be here forever.
Hello? Okay. I'll send him out.
It's happening to you constantly. You wake up in the morning, you look on a device, talk to your parents. They give you, you're just being hypnotized. You're never gonna get out. You're gonna be here forever.
Wait, are we Mr.
Connor Carnes.
Don't let it happen again or else you get a detention. I don't want boys lingering around campus.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again, miss.
I look through your records, you have many Fs and many misbehavioral problems, and it is unacceptable at this school. You really need to get your grades up if you plan to stay here. Now, Mr. Carnes, I wish you the best of luck with your academics. We don't get many out-of-school transfers, so you're going to be here for a while.
You watch, miss. You watch.
Here's your lunch.
Can I get a drink?
What are you in for?
I'm in for a lack of credits.
Be careful. There's a lot of dangerous people around here.
How long you been in here for?
Way too long. You know, all the rumors about this school, they're all true.
The kids gone missing, the indoctrination?
I've seen it myself. Snuck out of my dorm room one night. I saw it happen right in that room.
I don't feel safe here. I gotta go to the bathroom.
How you doing, fresh meat?
Time for incarceration.
Today's lesson won't be taught, it'll be learned.
I don't want any trouble.
Hey guys, I hate to bother you, but this is the girls' restroom.
Oh, sorry, we'll go somewhere else.
Finally.
We good?
Yeah.
I wish I could say I made it out that day. I wish.
Hey, dude. Are you all right?
Oh, it's you.
Come on, let me hold you up.
Thank you.
You all right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
I'm gonna be looking out for you. I don't want to see you getting hurt.
I appreciate that.
My name is Tobias Wilson III, but you can call me Trey.
With Trey watching over me, I felt much more safe than I previously did. It didn't matter though. The school and the kids were always on me. Can't take it anymore. I'm going to make my escape. The escape from Ironwood High.
Yo, back for some more?
Maybe.
You want some of this, punk?
We're gonna gun him for this.
Alright, go. Hey, you! Stop right there!
Untie me, man! Untie me! Untie me!
By the way, these are really nice.
You forgot something!
Go to fucking home! Go! Connor! I'll hold him off! Get out of here! I believe in you!
Thank you.
Miss Principal, he's gotten away. Connor has gotten away.
It's been a few days since the chase. I've been camping out in the woods, hoping to hide from the Ironwood High officers. I've realized my mistakes. But I'm going back for Trey. I'm not leaving him behind. Trey! 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 Are you still in there, Trey? Please?
Go. No, come back. Go. Go.
though.
Mr. Franklin, Sheriff John's been murdered.
All right. Let's go.
It looks dead.
Yeah, I think we got that. Thanks.
Mrs. Johns, what time was it when you found his body? And what were you doing?
Sweet husband, I just was coming out here to do linens on the rack and I saw him laying here like this. I don't know what to do.
Don't worry, Mrs. Johns. We'll find out who did this. And we'll put that man and serve him to justice.
Thank you, detectives. It means the world to me that you can find out what happened to my poor husband.
All right. Go home. Enjoy your weekend.
What?
What do you mean, what? I'm letting you go home early.
You're just gonna act like Sheriff John's death was nothing?
You probably just pissed off the wrong person this time.
It's a murder case. This is why I joined the detective agency.
Sorry, Jones. There's no point in searching in that case. It's not like I could bring him back to life or anything.
At least find the prick that did it and throw him in jail.
No. We're all pricks here. And this town is screwed anyways.
Come on, Frank.
Nope. I'm going home.
Pretty please.
Okay. You got me there.
So, where do we start?
Probably the Brown Waters or the Braithwaites, since they live right next to them. What are you waiting for, detective?
Oh.
Yeah, you.
Okay. Morning, ma'am. Have you, heard about the murder of Sheriff John?
Yeah, I done heard about it.
Did you hear or see anything last night?
I didn't hear a damn thing last night.
Oh, okay.
Have a good day.
Y'all have a nice day.
Okay. Don't be so nervous.
Yeah, I know. First murder case. No.
We'll get the hang of it. This town is going to take too long to interview. If we split up, I'll interview the south side, you interview the north side, you meet me back at the office in the morning.
Alright.
Alright, see you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously? What are you doing?
I'm sleeping.
Have you even interviewed anybody?
No, doesn't matter anymore.
Well, then get up. We're gonna interview.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we have to.
Alright, Miss Braithwaite. You happen to know anything about the murder of Sheriff John?
Sheriff John? He's dead? That's a real shame. He was a great man, great friendly neighbor.
Do you happen to know anyone who might have a big problem with him? That might want to kill him, maybe?
I don't know, but maybe you should check out those McDaniels guys. They seem a little weird.
Who are you?
Get out here now, you piece of trash.
Hold on now. What do you want?
I want to talk to Franklin!
Yeah.
I heard you were nosing into our business.
Yeah, right!
Thinking we was committing crimes that we wasn't.
Yeah. That is gonna happen.
We need to get out of here.
Alright. I think we're good. You okay?
Yeah.
Now what?
I don't know. What do you think we should do?
A few more families. Do you know of anyone we could even interview?
Definitely not the McDaniels. Them shooting us was not part of the plan.
What plan?
Well, you know, the case.
So this is where you plan to do it?
Do what?
Don't act stupid. I figured it all out. You killing the sheriff and the secondary sheriff. Just want power? What? Am I next?
Yeah. That's the plan.
After everything that we've been through, all these years, you're like my little brother. I thought maybe you'd treat me with the same respect, but no. You're gonna kill me? Over something this stupid?
Yeah. But the thing is, you're all corrupt. The first sheriff, he beats his wife. The second one, he's just gonna drink himself to death.
I would have died for you. You're like my brother.
I'm sorry, Franklin. But I have to do this.